G'day, Steve Morgan, Australian Bass Tournaments. We finished the first round of the Daiwa BREAM Series for 2024, and it's at Australia's big bream factory in Gippsland Lakes. And we are on the back deck of Meetung Hotel with the non-boater champion, Timmy Bruce. Where were you coming last night, mate? This is a come out of nowhere story.
So last night I was pretty sure I was coming 19th with just over 2 kilo bag for yesterday.
Let me have a look at the results sheet here. Day 2, 3 fish for 3.914 kilos. That's correct, 3.914 for 3 fish, which included a 35.5 centimetre one. You probably wanted to upgrade.
Yep.
Weighing just under a kilo, a 38.5 for a kilo and a quarter, and you'll kick a 42 centimetres, 1.671 kilos. That's a bag of your dreams, isn't it?
Sure is. Obviously coming from Foster, used to some big bream, but obviously black breams was a good experience for me as well. So.
Yep. So tell us about your ABT history. It's not your first event, but you're pretty new to this non-boating deal.
Yep, so started last year. I'd done the Hawkesbury last year. I was going to do a couple more, but just couldn't do them. Yep. So this year, obviously committed to do the Vic rounds and all the New South Wales rounds to progress from non-boater to potentially boater.
Well, guess what? Not going to get any better than this. Yep. 1 shot, 1 kill in 2024 and an instant qualification to the Bream Grand Final in Lake Macquarie. So I don't know if you thought about that yet, but you are already in.
Yeah, I'll have to get some practice on Lake Mac, the limited experience there, so I'll have to make some trips down on a couple of weekends and get some experience in there.
Just down the road.
Yep.
So we've talked about your fish. I want to talk about your techniques for the 2 days, because non-boaters, traditionally, you're with a different boater each day. You're not necessarily doing the same thing each day, and you've got to be pretty versatile. Take us through the 2 days worth of fishing and who you fished with and what you did.
Yeah, so the first day I was fishing with Michael Hunt. We were just cranking flats. Pretty much Mitchell flat, we're cranking them. Got a couple of bites, but the bites weren't as big as what he got the day before, so the size was a little bit smaller. So scraped together a bag, just using a Daiwa spike, medium runner. That's what I got all my fish on for yesterday.
Do you crank that on braid and leader or straight through fluorocarbon?
Yeah, no, crank it on braid and leader. So I use Daiwa braid, 8 pound, and then I've got Yamatoya leader, which I was using 6 pound. So yeah, I was just casting out, slow cranking along the bottom, really digging into the bottom. That's when we'll find we're getting our fish. That's
awesome. Now, come day 2, you're coming 19th, you jump on board. Just going to have a great day's fishing. Who were you fishing with today?
Day 2, fishing with Pete Burkle. So obviously a bit of experience around here. So yeah, really good boater.
And he's in that super fast Bass Cat boat too. So you had a chauffeur-driven ride around these Great Lakes. Where did you end up fishing?
So we ended up fishing Steel Bay. So we found fish in there. When we got there to begin with, we found them, but we couldn't get them. We were cranking Daiwa spikes, chubbies, a bit of everything. We could find the schools, but we weren't getting them. So we flicked over to plastics, then we flicked over to some blades. And that's when we found, when we're getting the blades, really getting on the bottom, we're starting to get some really good numbers, and we were getting a kick of fish. Show
us the blade first. So this looks like a... It's got the assist hooks on the back. What breed is this one?
So that's a Hurricane Stig 37, I'm pretty sure it is. So we used with the trebles, but we found the trebles was getting snagged up on all the cockle, on all the mussels and that on the bottom. But we found with the stingers, we were really getting the good fish on the stingers and weren't getting snagged up as much.
What depth of water were you fishing that in?
We found the fish when we were drifting anywhere between 7 foot and 9 foot. And that's where we found all the schools of fish that we're targeting.
So not super shallow, but not really deep either. And you're using it like a crankbait, or are you hopping it?
Just hopping it, slow hopping it along the bottom. Just letting it sit, making sure we had plenty of scent on it, and just hopping along the bottom. And the fish were just cranking it.
Show us your outfit. What were you slinging it on? That's a Samaki Zing Extreme rod there. They make a nice pole, don't they?
762 extra light. I just found with the assist hooks, when we were catching them, we weren't pulling any hooks on the fish, so it made it a lot easier. Shimano reel 1000 Stratic, just so we get that slow wind, which we're getting all the bites on. So.
And what braid and leader combo is that?
That's 8 pound braid and it's 6 pound Yamatoya.
So awesome, and I love the zip tie hook keeper on the bottom.
Does wonders. Make sure all your lures don't get snagged up with everything else.
Are you entered in any more events for this year?
Doing Victoria, doing Malakuta, then I'll be entering all the New South Wales rounds.
There you go. So you're leading the non-boater Angler of the Year at the moment, so let's see if you can keep up those performances and stay up the top there. We got rid of last year's Angler of the Year, Taka Kawasaki. You don't have to beat him. Stewie Walker, 7-time Angler of the Year. He moved to New Zealand. The road is open for a new non-boater AOY champ, so see how you go.
Sure will. Put all my most in.
Anyone you want to thank?
Obviously ABT for the tournament. You put on a really good tournament. the guys that I travel with, so obviously their help and support with taking me out on days for pre-fish days, and then obviously all the sponsors that put this thing together with all the prizes, the prize money. It wouldn't be nothing without them and yourselves.
Thank you for that. And is there a better feeling than waltzing into the house this afternoon and dropping that trophy on the table with your mates there?
I'll have bragging rights for the next couple of days, but it'll wear off pretty quickly, but I'll keep it while I can.
You betcha. You make the most of it. There's our non-boater champion, Tim Bruce, and the things that he did to win this event.